Okay,
Okay.
start. Cool. So, anyways, Shelby, I got this figured out. So,
Woo,
um,
success.
yeah.
Okay, so
So,
we should go through the different parts or part 2, the preparation assignment.
okay.
Yeah. So, okay, as we talked about earlier, so we were discussing the different sampling methods, and we're just for each scenario, we're just going to talk about kind of which one best applies.
Okay.
So for 6A, we said, hold on. So for 6A, we said that a medical student researches the prevalence of aspirin usage by questioning the patients who enter her clinic. And for that, we said clustering was the one that fit best.
Right.
Do you remember why we said that one? I kind of just don't want to feel like I'm talking the whole time.
No, you're good. Yeah, we said that it was custom because it was like more than it was like a group of people, a study of group of people, more than one person, right?
um, it was kind of more just like, well, all of them are a study of more than one person, but it was just kind of like it was just of a small portion of the population based on where they lived and
Mhm.
not like based on their like demographics, or that it wasn't like every sixth person that walked by,
Right.
or it wasn't just like some pulling out of the hat. It was just kind of based on like a general area where they all lived and where they all visited.
Okay.
I mean, that's my understanding of it.
Okay. Let me. Yeah, I'm just rereading the definition of cluster sampling.
Yeah. You put that was
Okay.
right?
What?
That subject, like from you put it that it was subjects are put into groups that hopefully
Yeah.
represent the population, randomly selecting one or more groups and sample everybody in that group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
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 Yep. We're good now.
Okay,
Okay.
so the next one.
All right.
What? Oh, you want me to read it?
Oh no no no! I just didn't hear what you said. I'll read it.
Okay.
Okay. So 6B, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Colorado Department of Health obtains an alphabetical list of 2 million adults, Colorado residents, and constructs a pool of survey subjects by selecting every 1,000th name on the list after randomly choosing one person from the first 1,000 on the list. So would that be? I got systematic
Yeah, that
because
makes sense. It's
you're randomly choosing, right?
every, yeah, because it's like every something person.
Right.
This,
It's like
okay.
picking off of the hat. Yep, I got that one. Sweet.
Okay, so 6C. In a Gallup poll of 1,059 adults, the interview subjects were selected by using a computer to randomly generate telephone numbers that were then called. So maybe it's it could be system simple random sample, since it said computer generated and that's in the definition, and it was just kind of randomly selected the numbers which were called.
Right? I guess the definition gives everything, huh? Yeah, that's what I got too. So
Yeah.
cool. Next one. Do
Yeah.
you have any question about that one?
No.
Okay, cool. So 6D, a dietitian has
Mhm.
has what? Participated? What's that
Or
word?
I think she just kind of divided them up into groups, kind of thing. It's just
Okay.
partitionated.
Partitionated people into age categories of under 18, 18 to 49, 50 to 69, and over 69. She is serving in a simple random sample of 200 members from each category. I got stratified sampling because she categorized them into like different groups and then like randomly just choosing like people.
If that makes sense. To me, that fits because she kind of broke them up into groups where they all fit, and then from there she kind of broke it down even further.
Right.
Okay, so a John Hopkins University researcher surveys all cardiac patients in each of the 30 randomly selected hospitals.
Hmm. Hmm. So survey of cardiac patients in 30 rooms at the hospital.
Maybe it's cluster. Because
Because okay,
I'm thinking
yeah, it could be.
it's
Sorry, you go ahead.
no, I want to hear what you have to say.
Oh, okay. Because I'm looking at the definition, and it's kind of like systematic sampling is like every other order. Like, wait, how did you say this? They randomly selected like one subject, right?
Yeah, they kind of took one subject from each hospital, it seemed like.
Yeah. But like
Let's
clustering
see.
makes more sense though.
Yeah, because it's just like they kind of are taking things. The only thing they have in common is kind of the hospital.
Right.
And it's like just kind of a location basis more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. So, yep. Okay, I'll go with
That's
clustering.
kind of how my understanding. What?
Yeah, that's kind of how what I understand too. So,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, so let's see what the rest of it is. Hey, the American Medical Association wanted to determine general patient satisfactions with patient primary care physicians. Determine which type of sampling method would be used in the following scenarios.
Okay, so it's the same as question 6. But just
Yeah.
so 7.
Um,
Sorry.
7A.
Okay, 7A says they take a simple random sample of doctors and then sample all the patients that the doctor works with. Would that be cluster sampling again? 'Cause
Let's
they
see.
just chose like one group.
Yeah, because it wasn't like they didn't. The only thing that really divided them is who they worked with.
Exactly.
Because, but which, and they kind of just clustered them together, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
think that works.
Cool.
Okay, so they put all of the residents' names in a computer and then use a random number to get a sample of 100 patients. So that's simple random sampling.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Okay. I don't have a question on
I feel
that
like those ones are going to be the easiest to identify.
one. Because they have like the answer in the sentence. So
I know,
random.
exactly.
Okay.
Hold on a moment. Let's see. We can keep talking, but someone's at the door, and I'm the only one here.
Yeah,
So
you
yeah.
go for it.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Just getting some homework done.
Yeah.
Well, hey, have you ever heard of the Straw Maze?
Yeah.
One in Forest, you have?
Yeah. I've gone 1 year. So.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Sweet. Do you plan on going again this year?
Yes, I do.
Sweet. Are all your roommates going with you?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'll tell them all about
Yeah,
it.
get them here. I'll give your apartment 2 of them. You can like stick one in your fridge, keep one in your
Okay.
table or something like that. But
Thank
it's gonna
you.
be a ton of fun, so don't miss it.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank
so-
you. Huh. Yeah, they're just advertising. I don't know. Sometimes it's important, sometimes it's not.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
They,
you're good. You're good. We're on 7C. They
Yep.
divided residents up by gender, and then do a simple random sample of residents within each gender. Wouldn't that be stratified sampling? Because they divided, like, they kept dividing. Okay.
And also in the definition, it says that hold on, subjects. So like some of the examples are like levels of income, political party. I thought gender was one of them, but didn't say that. I think that'd be a good one example of stratified. Okay, so they randomly pick key intersections in the city and then picking every 5th person that walks by after randomly picking one of the first 5 people to be in the sample. So that's going to be systematic.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, because it's kind of like a system. They have it down as a system. They choose every 5th person that walks by.
And in the this definition, it says it picks each person is like the K person, which is just kind of an unknown value. So I think each time you see something that has like every blah, blah, blah person or every blah, that would probably just be a key indicator that it's systematic.
Right, just like the random, simple random. You see the word random.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
So number 8, right?
Yep.
Determine for each scenario whether it is an observational study or an experimental design. If it is experimental design, determine the response, treatment, and subject. So 8A, the Center of Disease Control obtains current flu data by randomly polling 300 men and 300 women. I got observational study, I believe. Because they didn't give you like any um data on it. Does that make sense? Because they just observed it, they didn't really. How does that make sense? I don't think that makes sense. Because there was no measurement, right? Really? Shelby?
I'm so sorry, my computer died on me.
Oh, I was like, Shelby? You're on? Shelby?
I know. It's just like, and I'm like,
Okay, but we're good. Yeah. So where did you last hear me?
we haven't quite started talking about number 8, so
Okay, because I read 8A, And I'll read it again. It says the Center of Disease Control obtains current flu data by randomly polling 300 men and 300 women. And then I got observational study because there was no measurement that was made.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I got.
No, and that makes sense because they didn't really test to see if anything worked better than what was already there. They just kind of just said, "Okay, let's see what happens."
Right. So they just threw them in a cage. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Okay, so and then this one's going to be experimental, but if it's an experimental design, determine the response, treatment, and the subjects.
Mhm.
So the next one's going to be experimental because it says you plan to conduct an experiment. Keyword there.
Right?
Yeah. To test the effectiveness of Sleepies, a new drug that's supposed to reduce insomnia. And you randomly divide 1,000 patients into two groups, where half get the Sleepies and the other get the placebo. Your record, we record the gender of each subject, and you'll observe how many hours of sleep they get in a week. So it's experimental.
Right. Agree.
Experimental.
And
Then
then
let's see what else.
it says the response, which is how many hours of sleep they got in a week.
Mhm.
And then the treatment, is that what it said? Yeah. Treatment
Yeah.
is the drugs that they use, which is sleepies and
Yeah.
placebo.
And the
And
subjects are the people who are the 1,000 patients.
right. Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So number 9. On September 2004, Noris, I don't even know how to pronounce this next two word.
I think it's just a pharmaceutical company, so.
So yeah, announced the result of his first human trial of NPI 32101, a tropical form of skin ointment. A total of 224 patients diagnosed with skin irritation was randomly divided into 3 groups as part of a double-blind, placebo-controlled study to test the effectiveness of the new tropical cream. The first group received 0.5 cream, the second group received 1% cream, and the third group received a placebo. Groups were treated twice daily for a 6-week period, and the degree of skin irritation was recorded at that time. So 9A says, is this a design experiment or observational study? Design experiment.
It's experimental.
Okay.
So the subjects are, I guess, let's see. So I guess they're the 224 patients.
Right. And then see what is the response variable in this experiment is the skin irritation, right?
Yeah.
And then D, what are the treatments?
There's 2 of them since because there's the 0.5% cream and then there's the 1% cream.
Right, because they did 2 different type of treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they did the placebo too. That was
Mm-hmm.
the third group. Sweet.
Yeah, I think we're got it. So this is going to be uploaded to like our air or just like kind of on your Google board.
On the group discussion board.
Okay.
Cool. And then did we start the group meeting quiz?
So
So it's on
do we like
iLearn. It says after, so it says steps 3 after we talk about it. It says step 3. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, wait, did I lose her again? Okay. It says step 3. After your group has clarified their understanding on part 2, click start below to take the group meeting quiz. While you are required to work together on this quiz, each member of the group must submit his or her own answer in order to receive credit.
Okay, so we just have to go on to iLearn.
Yep. It'd be iLearn. It'd be in under folder week 1, and then group meeting.
Yeah, hold on.
So I'll load mine, and I'll just wait till you load yours.
Yeah. Okay. You belong with me, and I belong with you, my sweet home. Okay, so we did that. Record your group meeting. Then we just hit start.
Yep. Just hit start, and then I guess we do it together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
See, so I completed the individual preparation. Yes, I did that. Active participant. Yes, we have been.
Okay. And then number 3 is researcher would like to determine if reviewing material constantly within an hour after class helps students perform better on exam than if students wait to review material the day before the exam. To answer this question, the researchers are trying to determine if an observational study or an experimental experiment would be more appropriate. They are discussing who the population would be and how they would determine which sampling method would best represent the population. Which of the 5 steps of this statistical process are the researchers currently applying?
Probably design of the study, because they're trying to figure out because when in the thing we said that the design of the study is finding out what question you want to ask and who's it all about.
Right?
Because they're not collecting any data at this point. They're not trying to present the data in any fashion or kind of, or what are the other two? I always forget the last two. The last ones take action, but make inferences. That's probably a really important one
Right.
to remember.
Inference is using information contained in some simple to draw a conclusion. And they haven't got the information yet, so they can't really do that.
Yeah. So I think it's design the study.
Yeah. So I agree.
Awesome. Okay, so a researcher has collected the results of a survey where participants were asked to ask how many hours of TV they watched each day. The researchers tallied the frequencies of each category, and computes the mean of the numbers of the hours watched. She then creates a histogram that helps illustrate the overall distribution. Which of the 5 steps does this researcher apply?
Did she take action? No.
No, I think she just I think the word that best kind of helps us with this is hold on. is Illustrate.
Oh yeah.
Because Illustrate is kind of designing the experiment, and she said it created a histogram as well.
Mm-hmm. So would that be describe the data then? If she.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because describing your data is when you kind of create pretty pictures.
Right, to explain and to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
That's just how I understood it.
Yeah, it makes sense now. Oh. Cool. So we both just agreed on describe the data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Number 5. Mumbai, India is a quickly growing city of importance in its own country as well as the global economy. The marketing research firm has been asked by a prominent fast food restaurant to help determine if the citizens of Mumbai will support the fast food business. From the list of all registered taxpayers, 3,000 names are randomly selected. Each individual on the list is mailed a brief questionnaire. The researchers received 1,049 responses. The population is.
The population is supposed to be the citizens of Mumbai.
Right.
Yeah, because I think that's the correct one.
Because 3,000
Do
people.
you have any?
I agree. The population is citizens of Mumbai. Because 3,000 names or 3,000 people is just the people that pays tax, right? But it's more than 3,000 people in Mumbai. Oh,
Mm-hmm. And it's just the statistics are just taking a portion of that population
right.
and kind of expanding that and kind of saying, since this portion is saying this, we're just kind of making an inference that the rest of the population is going to say a very similar thing.
Yep.
Okay. Is that the same question again? So the sample.
Yeah. Sample would be 3,000, right?
I don't know, because they didn't give their response. You say you kind of invited 3,000 to do it, but you don't know what all those people are saying.
Do you know the definition of sample?
Hold on. Because I was just saying the sample that we know is, I don't know. Yeah, it's the data, your response. You kind of invited 3,000 to do it, but you don't know what all those people are saying.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's see.
Yeah. So it would be the 1,049 people, right?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Sweet.
Okay. Okay. Studies have shown that retention classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class, and within 44% after the first hour after class. This forgetting curve continues within 6 days. Only 25% is remembered. How can students conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in this study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific materials 15 minutes after class and 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes. Let's see, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days. 2 days after after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher then gives you a shortened 10-question quiz where your score will be found out. What kind of data is your teacher collecting? Trying to remember. What data do you think they're collecting? Kind of
Quantitative or categorical?
yeah, because it's kind of measuring. And categorical kind of just seems like who's your favorite pop music musician and kind of basing it off of that.
Mm-hmm. So I guess, I mean, quantitative data would sound more. Yeah, like you say, categorical is just um, it's like a group. I don't know, like one specific.
Yeah, you're kind of exactly. I'm just kind of
Readjusting.
yeah, I'm kind of moving around a lot in this thing.
You're good. Yeah. So
Okay, let's see. So, question number 8. Studies have shown that, okay, so we're going back to that retention. Wait a second. So, after 6 days. Okay, hold on. Does 6th day, your teacher asks if you feel confident in what you've retained in that material? Okay, so I think this would actually be categorical. The next question, number 8, even though it has the same general setup in the beginning, it's when he asks the yes, no, or not sure, because it's kind of getting into these categories, and they're more based off of opinion than actual fact.
agreed. You perfect. I don't have anything to say after that. Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of sometimes when I just get going, I get going.
No, because it was like perfect answer. I mean, you can't be perfect, so yeah. I agree.
Awesome. Okay, you can read the next one.
Okay, number 9. Study has shown that retention of classroom material can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% of the first hour after class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in this study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invite you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher also select a group to give no review to the materials over the 6 days. This group is called the control group, right?
Yeah, I think that would be correct. That makes sense because the hypothesis group would be kind of what is being tested, and just kind of you kind of need someone who's just like kind of just coasting or just like doesn't have it.
Right, and then the treatment group is the one that is getting reviewed, and then the population group is both of them, right? No?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Okay, so which of the following is considered to be an experimental design? A telephone poll asking people whether or not they've vaccinated their children, administering the tuberculosis vaccine to one group and then giving a placebo to another, a census, a mailed survey asking people whether or not they have received the tuberculosis vaccine.
Would it be?
I know which one I think it is, but I kind of want to hear. The second one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's right.
because
Because it talks about,
what?
I was just saying that it talks about having a placebo group, which is
Yeah,
usually used in during experiments.
exactly. And also, it's like talking about two groups. You have to measure two groups to be able to get a good.
Have an experiment.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 11. In a study to determine the average wage of working people in Mumbai, which of the following would be the best sample? Every 10th worker that you meet as you travel the street of Mumbai, all the workers in one working district of Mumbai, many randomly selected workers in each of several working districts of Mumbai are all the female workers.
Well, definitely not all the female workers, so no to that one.
Yeah,
See, I don't think it would be just one working district since we're trying to get all the people of Mumbai.
I think it would be.
Um,
I think it would be many randomly selected workers in several working districts
yeah,
because you get more of
I
a
think
right.
that one. I think that one's correct too.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, so you want to become the next Jonas Stahl and produce a vaccine. Produce a vaccine which can help cure children of respiratory syncytial virus. You test the vaccine and compare it to the placebo, and randomly choosing one group of children to take the vaccine and one group to take the placebo. What or who in this experiment are the experimental units or subjects?
The subject.
I would say it's the children.
Um, yeah, yeah. I think it's this Trojan too. Yeah, I think it would be the children.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought it was the children because let's see, the parents and administrators don't really have anything to do with the experiment itself. Yes,
Nope.
you need their certification to like back it up and whatever, but when it comes down to it, it's the vaccine and placebo are what is being affecting the children. The
Right.
children are what are being subjugated to the experiment.
Right. The subject is what the children are the one taking the effects of the treatment.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 14. In 1992, the U.S. government supported a study that was run for 15 years where 4,608 low-income families were given a chance to move to less impoverished areas. They distribute vouchers and provide various support systems. The researchers wanted to determine if getting people out of the poor neighborhood would reduce the poverty level of U.S. citizens. The low-income families were randomly assigned to one of the following three groups. One, the MTO low poverty voucher LPV group, which receives Section 8 certified certificates or vouchers unusable. Oh, sorry, usable only in low private areas with less than 10% of the population below the poverty line in 1990, along with counseling and assistance in finding a private unit to release. Two, a traditional virtual group, which receives regular Section 8 certificates or virtual geographically unrestricted and ordinary briefing and assistance from the PHA's local public health housing authority. Three, the control group, which received no certificates or vouchers, but remains eligible for public or project-based housing and other social programs to which family would otherwise have been entitled. This study was of
I think it was experimental because there was a control group and then there was two different factors where they kind of were testing to see if this would work or not.
I mean, it could be. I mean, I thought could it be neither? Because I mean, it does look like it's an observational study because um they just broke them up into like 3 different groups. But then like
Yeah, you know what? That does make sense too.
because the experiment doesn't have any data that you can like look at or record.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's like kind of like both. If that makes sense. Because they are.
No, that makes sense.
So yeah.
Yeah, because I was kind of just trying to determine between the two, but neither is actually a better answer. Did we do number 13, or did I completely like miss that one?
I think number 13 you said children. Oh, we say children, not that. We say children.
I thought that was 12. We said children for 12.
We did children for both. Oh, did we miss?
Because
Oh
the
yeah.
treatment would be the
Okay.
vaccine and placebo.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but yeah, that's right. The vaccine placebo. Okay. 15.
Mm-hmm.
If a p-value of 0.0002 was found for the study described above, then we can say that it is about a 0.002 probability of attaining the actual observed result, or one more extreme, assuming the null is true.
Did you quite understand what p-value was? Because I was a little bit confused on the whole thing.
No, yeah, I didn't really understand it too.
Because this is what I got. I got that it was a way we can find errors in the null hypothesis. It is the probability of obtaining the least extreme in the results when calculated.
Mhm.
Low p-value means that the null hypothesis should be rejected. And a high one means it's correct.
Right. So, according, like, that's what I understand too. Like, if it's low, then it's gonna be rejected, but if it's higher, then it's gonna be more true.
Yeah.
Um, would it
Let's see.
would that be just be
So
false?
let's try to break this. What?
Would it be false?
Yeah, let me see if the p-value saying that. Yeah, I think it is false.
Because 0.00002 is too small to actually be like, oh, it's actually true.
Yeah. They were saying that. Okay, so since the p-value is low in question 15, researchers can conclude that the significance of providing low-income families with the opportunity to move away from low-income neighborhoods does not make a difference in poverty levels.
True.
And that would be true.
Yep.
Okay, so collecting data.
Collecting data would be
That's step 1.
right.
Taking action. Step 2. No, taking action is the last one.
I think design the study is step 1.
Oh, the matching section's different from each quiz. It says it at the top.
Oh, okay. So the order would be like, what I understand was the order was like you design study, then you collect the data, and then you make the graph, like which is described.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes design a study. So that's step 1, Daniel.
Mm-hmm. Then collect the
And
data.
the next one. Yep.
Step 2.
So that. Yep.
Step 3 is step 4.
Then describing the data is going to be step 3.
Mm-hmm.
Making an inference is going to be step 4.
Well, I thought making inference is the last one.
No, it's taking action, because once you make the inference, you take action to let people know what it is.
Oh yeah, make inference is step 4, huh? Okay.
Sis, Daniel can discern more truth. Okay, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to turn it in?
Hold on, I'm gonna see if this is right. Okay, so just make sure. Collected data is step 2. Take action is step 4. Oh, step 5. My bad. Design data is and design the study is step 1. Describe data is step 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And then make inference is step 4.
Yeah,
Cool.
because first you have to design the experiment, then you collect the data for the experiment, and then you have to illustrate or show that your data, and from there you can make an inference, and then from there you can tell people about what you did.
Okay, sounds good. I'm ready.
Okay, ready to go.
All right. Oh no, we missed one.
We missed one?
Yeah, it was experimental. My bad. We missed 2 actually. We missed 14, 15. Oh,
Yeah.
tricky.
But hey, we did pretty good. First
Yeah,
time around.
first time. Next time we get A. You know, we got this.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, Shelby, is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I don't think so, but this has been awesome. And oh, that's kind of weird. I didn't even realize my computer was tilting up the time because I was kind of looking more at the questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was awesome to work with you.
Yep. But nice to meet you too, Shelby.
And yeah, see you next time around.
Okay. Bye, Shelby.
Bye. And you're gonna